In
Scotch, Scotch,
1964,
Scotch
all
goes
the
down my
birds were
belly.
killed.
And I get
All right, Jacob, go ahead and intro us in.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Flagon Slayers, or if you're first time watching, hello. In case you missed it, the last time we played, the group traveled through some cave networks and discovered what appeared to be the remains of perhaps an elder brain and a mind flayer society. They continued traveling through until they found a magical teleportation circle. And they went in individually, each appearing at different locations, some with others, others by themselves. But the last we left off, Thea and Lochnar were running through the city, tracking some figures, and they got snuck up on. So, if we're ready to begin,
Correction. Thea got snuck up on.
It was just me.
that is fair.
Lochnar was sneaky.
All right. So, before we get to Thea and Lochnar, because I want them to have to wait and stress a little bit more.
That's good, because I
Braun.
forgot my dice, so.
So Braun, you had to leave a little bit early last game. But, so, you find yourself in what I can only describe to you as like an outer ring of an arena that is oval shaped. So it looks like it's one giant oval. You are underground of the stands you surmise.
Okay.
So you look around and you see there are these big, like, you see these giant poles that come at the end. They're just giant rings, so it's like a giant stick with a ring on the end, or hoop. And then you see a few of them have like degraded over time and are like knocked over or splintered. One of them fell into the stands and broke the stands a little. But you do see that stuff. And then on inside, you see a bunch of old like swords, like weapon racks and armor racks. A bunch of old rusted swords. You see practice weapons, like wooden weapons, and then you also see these big double doors on each side of the arena that lead into the arena.
Okay. But there's no... is there a visible, like, way in to where I came from, or, like, into this location, but rather than just the exit? Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Be sure. So, 14.
Okay, so you see that there is there's a tunnel that leads further into the stadium that goes like further underground. So so the stands are here, and then you are under the stands underground. If you go forward, there's a tunnel that leads further down into the ground.
And can I take a step towards the exit to where I'm at and just see if there's like people in the crowd or whatever around there?
So you look through, and the stadium is empty. There's
It's
no
empty.
one there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take that path down deeper.
Okay.
And
so you go down, and you see that there is no like. So you go down, and then you see a small metal square that is hooked up to a chain, like a floor.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the chain, like it's a pulley system, so it's like running up into the darkness, and you see up top you can see light coming through.
Okay.
And this platform is huge. Like you could fit a full like wagon with a horse onto this platform.
Okay, so I guess presumably that metal platform is for raising somebody into the arena from below. Okay. And there's nothing else in the room there.
So once you go past the platform, there's another tunnel that goes back up. So you assume that it's like
just like on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, can I want to go through and go up to the other side and see what's in there.
Okay, so this side looks like it was used to house different animals. So you find a bunch of different furs. You actually find a skeleton of an animal that you think you might know. Go ahead and roll either a nature check or a investigation check.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So you see this beast was rather large, and it looks like the body of a bear. But as you get closer to the front, you start seeing like feathers, and then you see the face. It's got giant like circular eyes, and then there's a beak.
Oh.
You know this to be an owl bear skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
The hell is an owl bear?
a bear made
I
out
love
of
owl
owls.
bears. So it's imagine a bear, but instead of a bear face, it's an owl face.
That sounds terrifying.
Here, let me see if
Sounds
I can
dumb.
actually. Anyway, so you find that. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find you an owl bear.
Oh, 23.
Please.
23. Okay, in the owl bear's cage, you see a small, glimmering thing. You can't quite tell what it is unless you picked it up.
Say that again?
There's like there's something glimmering in the cage.
Mhm.
And
Okay,
it looks
well-
like perhaps this used to be inside some excrement from this
Oh,
owl bear.
jeez.
Oh, some poopy.
So
All
Brady,
right,
I don't know
well,
if you can see this.
Is it?
That's an owl bear.
Good lord. Nightmare fuel.
They're
I love
cute.
them. They're so cute.
It's even scary.
Yeah,
I
I
love
want to
owls.
run into one of those though.
Yeah.
I saw that in that Grizzly Man documentary.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll
And here, if you look, there is the owl bear.
grab it
Oh,
and
yeah.
Owl bear.
Okay. So
I'll,
Owl
uh,
bear.
pick it up, take a closer look at it.
okay. So you see so you grab it and you kind of like dust it off a little. It is a shard. It is a purple shard of something that is emitting a faint glow.
It's a purple shark.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Good job, Hunter.
Okay.
Very mature.
It's like I would say it's the length of like
But we were
your
mature.
finger,
I'm giggling.
like
Mhm.
your middle finger. It's probably that length, and it is
Okay.
it's like it's hot, but it's not like burn your skin hot. It's like warm.
Okay. Can I do a Arcana check for the
Sure.
chance at seeing what the heck this is? Oh, that's a 6.
So it's a magical thing.
Yeah.
You're not into magic that much, but you do. There is some sort of energy and like a magical aura coming off of this shard.
Okay. Well, I guess since I don't really know what it is, but I'll go ahead and just, put it in my pocket for now. And I guess I'll go back, or I guess from this room. I'm sure there's another exit from this room into the center of the arena.
So
And
you do find some doors
okay.
that open to a stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either walk it or pull it. So you can either walk up the stairs or you can pull yourself up with that platform.
I'll pull it up.
Okay. I need
Be
you
a
to make a
little
strength
flashy.
check.
Uh, 13.
So you begin to pull the chain and you can hear creaking of metal on metal and rust being knocked off as you pull this. And slowly but surely you get up and the light envelops you, and then you are in the center of this stadium.
Okay.
So I would say this stadium is about the size of a NFL football field.
Okay.
Like just
Good size.
think like Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, like that
Mhm.
size.
That dump.
Super Bowl champions is what they are. Anyway, shut up, Caleb. I see you. Anyway,
I didn't do anything. What? I wasn't
But-
shaking my head.
Only took you guys 50 years to get there, but I'm just saying.
It took you guys a
yeah.
prospect.
Got him.
How long has it been since the Bears have won, Brady?
85.
The greatest defense ever known to man.
Anyway,
right.
we're getting off track. Let's
Yeah.
get back on
Mike
track.
Ditka
Okay.
take on a hurricane.
Take a look around
Yeah.
from where I'm at here.
So, you see a bunch of, you see some skeletons kind of littering the stands, along with, like, some on the field, and their armor is still there, but it's, like, really, they're wearing armor, the ones that are on the field, but it's very, tarnished. Like, you pick up a leather breastplate, and it just, like, dissolves in your hands.
Okay.
But you do notice the skulls of these skeletons. They are missing the back, like their
Oh,
skull got
jeez.
cracked, completely open.
There's no people and there's no other visible exit from this location.
Just those big double doors. So you could leave those. You could leave through the double doors.
Okay, well I guess I'll head over there, but I want to move stealthily because I have no idea what's going on
A
here.
little freaking out, a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead and make a stealth check.
24.
24. You move stealthily. You keep to the shadows. You get to the double doors.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they unlocked, open?
They are unlocked, but they are not open.
Okay. Can I slowly open it?
So I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Yeah.
11 for just a flat dex check. It's only 11.
You start to swing it, the hinges are groaning, and then wind catches it and just slams it into the side of this Coliseum.
Oh.
You look around. Nothing. Nobody seems to be around. Zygon,
Yes.
you hear a massive slam coming in
Oh,
the
okay.
easterly direction.
Am I just walking?
Yeah, so you're currently just kind of walking around trying to get your bearings. You just left the Wyvern
Stable.
stable. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do I see over in that direction? That I heard the noise.
So over in that direction, there's a few buildings. You also see like the top of what you assume is a giant stadium.
Okay. I guess I'll go and investigate it, but I'll have already Eldritch Blast, just in case.
Okay. So Braun, loud slam. You see off to the west, you see this giant building that is built out of the mountainside. So like it like slopes out, and then it's like this big box, and you see a giant pole that comes down from it, and then you see a rope that goes up.
So is it another like pulley system?
No. So this one, it looks like you would have to climb the rope to get up there,
Okay.
and then you come down, sliding down on the pole,
Okay,
like a firefighter.
gotcha. And that's just
Yeah.
going up?
Yeah. So you're currently like on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went west, you'd go up the hill towards that box, and if you went around the stadium, you'd be going down the street essentially.
Okay. Well, let me climb up the box thing and see if I can get a better view.
Oh,
of
you're
my
really far
surroundings.
away from there.
Oh,
You're
okay.
really far away from
Gotcha.
there. It's like hundreds of yards away.
Gotcha. All right. I guess I'll just go to the other side of it then and see what I can see over there.
Okay.
Kind of give
So
that
you
bearing.
start moving around, and in this area, it looks like a lot of vendors had set up.
Mhm.
There's a few like broken stalls. There's like shops that are selling like merchandise essentially. There's a sign that says the Crimson Tornadoes. And then like there's like old merch. The only thing that really survived is there are plates with like a wyvern's face, like a red wyvern's face, like going. Blah!
What's it like?
In case you guys didn't get it. In case you guys-
Okay.
Well, because wyverns like they have like those front things that connect to their wings, so like they're like. Meh.
They're like, "Meh."
Anyway. Yeah,
The
exactly.
little claw hands.
Yeah, their hands
Like a
connect to
bat.
their wings. Anyway,
Yeah, like a bat, which is
Yeah.
totally relevant.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah, and you look around, and it looks like this was kind of like a park area. You see that there's like this big fountain. So like the stadium is like cardinal directions. So south is the stadium, north is this like park area with like this old fountain that's been cracked
Mhm.
and the water's not flowing anymore. And then west is the giant box, and then east you see like a cliff. Like building,
Okay.
and then this big platform, and then cliff.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'd rather head more towards the like the city-looking area.
A stealth check.
There you go. Okay.
You just cut your mic off with your hand because you did this.
Yeah, you cupped your hands around your.
Zygon, make a stealth check.
Oh.
Oh, see, we didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Shut up, Caleb. You're not even here.
I'm somewhere, and you just haven't brought me back in yet. All right, it's not my fault.
Real man.
That's very true.
Brady, you've got yourself muted.
I'm ready for him to see it. Oh, he
Thanks,
fixed
I'm
it. He
learning.
fixed it.
There we go.
I rolled a 13.
Braun, make a perception check.
Are you going to see him? That's pretty much what's going on.
12.
Rip.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay, so Zygon, you are coming around a corner and you hear someone stepping in the street.
Okay. Can I like duck behind like a building or something?
Yeah, so you're currently like the person you're on a corner, right? So you're on this side of the
Oh.
corner, and then on the other side is the sound.
All right. So I guess I'll just like back up against the building.
Okay. So then you see Braun
Still have
walk
Eldritch
by. Yeah, you see Braun walk by as you are currently cronking the wall.
Cronking
I know
it.
those whiskers. I know those whiskers anywhere.
Yeah. So Braun, you see
Where
off
the
to
hell
as
have you been?
Yeah.
So he saw me, or
Yeah. You passed by him without noticing him, and then he said, "Where the hell have you been?"
oh, well, I don't know. Where the hell is everybody else?
Yeah, I don't know. I was up in these like weird stables. I found a helmet. Like it was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
Braun, you see this helmet. It's like, so it goes down to his nose and then over his eye, like a Magneto helmet, essentially. And then it's got like this
Okay.
giant plume coming off the top, like old school, like Japanese
Like the-
style, like
Okay.
yeah.
New hat. I see.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I like it. It's a good look.
Yeah, definitely doesn't stick out.
We'll see what it does.
Hey, I got past you, didn't I?
That's a fair point.
Well, because I'm on the lookout for enemies, not allies.
Ooh,
Okay,
look at
whatever.
that cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give him a wink, but it's still a blink because I have an eye patch. Like, right.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Can't tell the difference. All right. So, which way did you come from? Because you probably see the big old fucking arena thing back there. I just came out in there.
Okay, I was up there. I like fireman down. It was cool.
Oh, okay.
I made an entrance.
Me too.
I didn't see
pulled
anybody up there
this
though.
cool platform up from the bottom of the arena up to the center, but nobody was
I
there.
love how you guys are trying to outdo bro each other.
Well,
Do you want me to get in here, bro?
We both got a thing for.
Who do you know
entrances.
here?
That's right. That's right. But yeah, no, I didn't see anybody up there. And I take it you haven't seen anybody yourself either.
No, just some bodies that I don't know if it's gonna be relevant here, but the backs of their heads were all busted open. It may have
Should've worn
something
a
to do
helmet.
with these brain things.
Brady and Corey are a little choppy, but it's all good. We can hear your audio well.
Yeah.
Your video's
Okay.
not choppy though.
Right.
Okay.
Um.
Alright, well, we should probably
So
try and
you
find the
two-
others, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you two are now exploring the city. But now we will go back
Yeah.
to Lochnar and Thea.
Getting ganked.
Okay, so Thea, you feel a hand grab your shoulder and you look over and it's like purple and squiddy and weird, like little nails, like pointy nails, and then there's webbing in between each of the fingers.
Rip.
No. No. Okay.
Hello there.
I guess I gotta do something.
Is it threatening?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Turn around.
You gotta do something.
That's my
Yeah.
bird.
Lochnar, there's currently a very large octopus man standing in front of you as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll look for Lochnar. Where is he?
He's in front of you.
I'm behind.
So you guys are Are you behind her or in front of her?
Yeah, I was under the impression I was behind Thea.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay, so he is behind you. That would mean that he sees the person that is grabbing onto you.
Mhm.
And you both see at the end of the alley this large figure.
Okay.
Does it look the same as the thing that's grabbing me?
You can't see the thing that's grabbing you because it's behind you.
Okay.
Am
fine.
I
see the
still rather stealthy right now?
They noticed you, so they know you're there. They just thought it was probably a better idea to touch Thea. Anyway,
'Cause I don't.
Okay.
I'm not
well,
sure I
we
like
can
that.
try and run away. I
Okay.
guess.
well,
no,
if
no.
you
Wait,
run
wait.
forward, you'll run into big guy, and if you run backwards, the person will be there.
Define big. Is he bigger than
He's
Mr.
around the
I'd
same
rather run
size as Lochnar.
Oh, yeah, you
Okay,
guys are.
Thea, stay where you are.
Say it in character.
I'm- Thea, stay where you are. I
God,
I don't want
Corey.
to. I don't want to say this out loud because I'm trying to be kind of sneaky here. I'm gonna
So you're
run up
staging-
behind him and
staging.
put my sword to his neck.
Okay. So as you do that, I need you to make a. Hang on. Let me pull up the spell. Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Lochnar.
As that happens, can I cast? No, never mind. I don't know what's happening.
9.
You just have a slimy hand on your shoulder. 9. Okay, so Lochnar, as you
Wait, do
run
I
up,
add proficiency to that or?
you just add your wisdom modifier.
Okay. So 9.
Okay, so as you run up, Lochnar, you feel your joints like lock in place, and you're just kind of standing there mid-stride.
Great. I hate my life. Okay.
Great.
So
you saw the big figure like pull out his hand, and then you saw like magical symbols appear in front of him, and then it coalesced
shit.
and is
Okay.
currently binding Lochnar.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my. life-stealing dagger from, I guess,
Uh-huh.
my belt, wherever it is, and I'm just gonna try and stab backward.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. Just regular roll.
Mhm.
Oh,
While all this is happening,
19 plus 5, I think, so 24. Yeah,
Yeah, you hit.
24. Hell yeah. Okay. So it is.
Jacob, while all this is going on, is Locknar's jaw is that working?
No, you cannot talk.
Damn it.
I wanted to serve some mad trash.
So he's not unconscious though. He's just paralyzed.
He is. It's like he's paralyzed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Whole
What did you
person,
roll,
isn't
Abby?
it? All 4s. That was amazing. So it's 4 piercing damage and 8 necrotic damage. So then I get 8 of that back, I believe.
12 damage. Okay, so you pull your dagger out and you stab backwards into this figure, and you feel it connect. And then you pull it
Yeah.
back out and you see like purple blood like dripping off of your dagger, and then it gets absorbed into the dagger, and you kind of feel a little, you're like,
Yeah,
Excuse
dude. Can I go over my hit point maximum with that, or no?
no.
Cool. Okay.
You
Then I
cannot.
just heal full.
So then
Okay.
you see the figure, the hand goes off of you, and the figure kind of backs away, and it is currently like clutching their side, as blood continues to pour out of their wound.
Amazing. Then I'm going to.
So as you're about to do something, the large figure yells at you, "Stop! We'd mean you no harm."
Oh, you see, you should have asked in the first place.
Yeah, you guys are buttheads,
You
man.
should have asked.
Okay.
And he runs past you, and he runs to the figure, and then you see his hand glow again, and the wound heals. And this female figure is just kind of, "Thank you.
Then what do you want?
All right, now stab him.
We merely want to talk." And okay, so and he pulls back his hood. This is a mind flayer, but there's something different about. So normally, through everything that you've read about mind flayers and everything you know, normally their eyes glow green, like a faint green. His are not. They're just like normal blue eyes. And then the woman that is with him is the same thing.
Are they wearing like helmets or anything?
No, they're not wearing helmets or anything. No,
Okay, so okay.
just full on octopus head.
Watch too much Critical Role. Sorry.
We
I'll just be like, then what do you want?
need help.
With what?
They're lying.
You see the large figure. He waves his hand, and Lochnar, you can move again.
I'm gonna run over to Lochnar because I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, hide
Yeah, I
behind
cannot
Lochnar.
Yeah.
I'm also uncomfortable. Not with you, Thea. With these creepy, whatever
We
Make you uncomfortable.
octopi.
we shouldn't talk here. Please come with us.
No. Who the hell are you guys?
I think we've proven we can take care of ourselves if things go wrong. Let's just go with them. We're alone right now in a city that we don't know. So I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
What's Giantsbane said?
Are you gonna ask her, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her.
So
I'm gonna ask
okay,
her.
as you guys are walking, I don't know. They're pretty small, so we could probably take them if something goes wrong.
Okay, just be on alert. All right.
I mean, I'm a sword, so I don't know how alert I can be.
Oh wait,
It's a figure of speech. I thought I was the dumb one.
I'm an idiot. Can I insight check them?
Yeah, sure.
Just as I feel like I should have done that in the first place. Oh, that's not good. Wait, no, that's cocked.
What
It's
do you
not
roll?
on anything. Hold on, it was cocked.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was like,
Oh, okay. I believe
I'm
it.
sorry. It wasn't. attack. Okay, 23.
They're not lying to you.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It seems as though they're legitimately scared of something.
Jacob, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Are they like paying attention right now?
To what? What? Who is they? And what to
No.
what?
Like, is their guard down?
I mean, you're not there, so it wouldn't matter.
I'm just saying.
But we
now's
also
a good
don't
time
know.
to stab them.
I mean, they're just
I
leading.
mean,
Stab 'em.
They're
can
leading
stab them
Leah
right
and
now.
Lochner.
Just go for it.
if I need to, I can definitely do it.
Yeah, we've proven that you can. So they
Well-
lead you so the way that they're going, the smaller female mind flayer, she's leading the way, and then the bigger one is kind of like hanging in between the two groups, between her and you guys. It seems as though he's kind of the protector, and that she is kind of anyway. So you guys go through and you see this large shop, like this large building, and out of all the other buildings that have like caved in walls or roofs or fire damage or anything like that, this one doesn't. This one is pristine. Like it's still perfectly kept. Okay, and then you see a sign on top, and it says Maeve's Magical Mysteries. And there's a what looks like a like witch who's like tipping her witch hat, you know, like, and it's like, and she's kind of like winking, and that's the sign. So the female mind flayer goes into the shop, and then so does the large mind flayer behind her.
Okay. I'll follow. Say, Lochner, come on.
Alright, fine.
He's like,
Okay, so when you guys go in here, the majority of the shelves are barren. It looks as though this place has not been restocked in a long time. And it looks like it might have been looted. There's a few cases that are knocked over. A few of like the weapon racks are shattered. There's a bunch of broken glass all over the floor. And then you see there's like a back area, and that is apparently where these two mind flayers are living. There's two beds next to each other, and then well, not next to each other, like one's here, and then there's like a living area, and you see this mountain of books that are like off against one wall, that it's just kind of stacked on top of each other, just huge, goes almost to the ceiling. And this building could fit two Lochnars comfortably, standing on each other's shoulders. It's about 16 feet. Like the roof is about 16 feet up. So there are a ton of books.
Yeah.
Please take a seat.
No.
That's so fine.
You don't
So the
I
one
just
that you
feel bad
stab
'cause
sits down on the bed, and then since Lochnar is not sitting, the large mind flayer isn't sitting. He's just eyeing Lochnar.
You hire me for, boy.
I'm older than you can imagine.
That's true.
You kind of cut out there. What'd you say?
I said I'm older than you could imagine.
Old people. Geriatric fucks.
It's a big word, Lochner.
So
It's true.
one thing that you two notice is that there's no mouth movement when they're talking to you. You don't see like the tentacles like going through, you know.
some good
You
info.
then realize that
Wait, are
like,
these things like Cthulhu's? Like they got tentacles like that?
yeah,
Huh.
they're full on squid people or octopus people.
They probably smell really bad.
So they're wearing
Yeah, they
like
smell really
really tattered robes, and then like under the cloaks are just like simple shirt, simple pants. That like there's a few holes in the shirts and just like overall kind of. Oh, there's a second dog, guys.
Jacob,
Second dog.
Three
Sorry.
of them.
There's
Wanted
3
to-
dogs.
Three.
what the heck?
Okay. So,
Stay on target.
so, you realize
Very sorry.
the two of you realize that they are not vocalizing to you. They are communicating with you telepathically.
Okay.
So the one that's the female one that's sitting on the chair. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. My name is Kova, and this is my brother, Torin. Torin gives you a slight nod.
Is he the one I stabbed, or is she the one?
No,
I
you
stabbed?
step Kova.
Rip.
Okay, I thought so.
Which now there's a nice hole in her shirt where you stabbed her.
Oh, can't get that out easily.
No, blood stain, everything.
Could be 2 holes.
Listen,
Not even OxyClean can fix that.
I wonder if
Are you
flex
sure?
tape could fix it. Anyway,
Not even Flex Tape can fix that.
so Kova, she's looking at you too, and she says, "We apologize for the sudden, ambush. I guess is what
Speak up.
you assumed it was."
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh my gosh, Corey. Anyway,
Corey, just turn it up.
Yeah, you can turn it up.
yeah,
on
just
your
turn
Discord.
my volume up, Corey.
I'm trying to be an ass. I'm trying to be an ass. God.
Succeeding. Okay.
Um,
So, but we feared that if you went much further, you would be seen. And she kind of trails off. Went much further, you would be seen.
I'll
But
just say,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm Thea. This is Lochnar. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't usually greet people that way.
So then Torin, who's standing there still, arms crossed. We know that we approached you suddenly, and we apologize. My sister thought that you were in danger. We're the last of our kind. We're the last of our kind here, and we were worried that you would face the same fate as our collective.
What do you mean? What's happened here?
It would perhaps be easier to show you. It's a long story.
Okay.
May I? And he reaches his hand out towards you.
Sure. I guess so.
So he puts his hand on your forehead like he full on like he's palming a basketball. And for a second you're just like, this is really weird, and then you start getting these floods of like information. So you see yourself like you're looking around, and you see people, elven people running away from you. Like running in fear, tears streaming down their face, screams, there's explosions, buildings are collapsing all around you. And then the next flash, you see this giant brain in a vat, like a pool vat thing. And it is currently there are mind flayers that are currently like prepping people. And then you see like them getting these weird worm things put up their noses. And then they struggle, like they're like twitching and struggling, and then the worm thing goes up their nose, and then they just stop, like their arms go limp, and they just walk off to like the side, and they just stand there, like blank expression, nothing going on. Then there's another flash. You see the city has been partially rebuilt, everyone now in the city is a mind flayer, and you see that like there's like this weird piece to what is going on. You then see another flash. Another flash happens, and then you see this elven man standing at the center next to the elder brain, and you're running up to try and stop what's going on, and then this elf slams down a staff and a dark wave of energy goes out and knocks you back off your feet. Then the next flash, you feel empty. There's nothing, and then you kind of look around and you see a few of your family members just lying there on the ground, and then you look up and you see the elder brain is currently in pieces. It has been shattered. Like the frontal lobe is over here and the occipital lobe is way over there. How'd that happen? Anyway, but there's like a sense of emptiness, like loss. And then you see this elf who's standing up top. He's currently channeling something. And then you see this giant rift open. And all you see beyond the rift is a land of shadow. You see nothing but darkness. And like there's no color. Like all the color has been sucked out. And then this elf walks through the portal and then it closes again.
Okay.
Then a montage of flashes. Food starts running scarce. They can't. Most mind flayers, most of your friends have started to lose touch with themselves. They talk in the third person. They bring up things that have never happened before. They tell stories of dragons and of plagues and just crazy stuff that never happened. And then there's another flash. And you see you're currently digging a hole, and you place a body inside the hole, and then you look over, and Kova is standing next to you also with a shovel, and then it ends, and you're back in yourself. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, Thea.
Ah,
Watch, this was all a trick.
It was just a meme.
Corey's got to go do something. I don't know what he's doing.
Corey's gonna do stuff.
I hope he got pizza. I hope he has enough for
15.
everyone. 15. So you come back, and it feels like you've slammed back into your own body. Like, you know how when a roller coaster abruptly stops? Feels like that.
Love that.
Yeah, and then you're kind of dizzy for a second, but it subsides, and you control yourself. And then you see Torin. I apologize for the abrupt end, but now you understand what happened to my people. I'm not proud of everything we did. Neither is Kova. But
So, your people took over the city?
he nods solemnly.
Who was the elven man? Staff?
No. We don't
What
know.
did he do?
He came here one day saying that he was here on a fact-finding journey.
Oh!
We brought him in. We treated him kindly. We sensed in him much power. But he did things to my people. The horrible things. He treated us like lab rats. When we confronted him on it, he decided that we weren't of use to him anymore, and he said, I'm going to take what is most precious to all of you. And then he destroyed the Elder Brain.
Oof.
And then he was gone.
What a dick.
Can you tell me anything else about him? Like, what was he exactly like? Wizard, like necromancer.
He was a wizard.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I figured.
hang on.
We know that they
Hang
don't have that big brain, though. Hunter, oh my god.
It's time, yeah. Disco.
Wow.
Jeez. Hunter bringing the
It's
brevity.
okay.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
He said his name was Vilshanar.
Oh.
Ooh,
He,
her name sounds similar.
he was friendly at first. We thought that he would help us. He spoke of a school that some of our young could train at. But it appeared all that was a lie.
No, it wasn't a lie, but
It's just
Okay.
me and Kova.
things coming together. Okay.
I hear a tiny dog bark.
That wasn't me.
I know whose
Not
tiny
like
dog that is.
I only have good.
It's not the reason that we stopped you.
Then
Things have
What
been
is the reason,
strange
then?
lately. Kova and I have been seeing strange things lately. The crystal that the civilization before us used for its magics has been glowing lately. Also, we've been seeing strange track marks through the city. Strange puddles of red goo that we have not seen before. But most of all, we've been seeing ghoulish figures roaming at night.
Talking about our red goo?
Yeah, you're talking about their red goo. Is that our red goo? You know it's our red goo.
It's
yes.
cube.
It sounds like red goo.
We didn't talk about ragu.
It's not cube.
Didn't we-
They're not talking about cube.
Did we just name him Goo? What did
No, we named
name
him Cube.
I thought you
Oh.
No,
named him
Cubert.
Cube or
It's Cube.
Cubert. It's
It's Cube. We're not. Nothing else. No
Cube.
goo.
all right. We were afraid, since the sun is about to go down, that you would be caught by these ghouls. Are you? Is it just you two here? Why are you here anyway?
The
He's
There are
no
school.
many
longer
of us
palming
here.
your head by the basket. He's not palming your head anymore. He's kind of just standing there. You see that Kova is kind of like, she's like half asleep. Like she's having trouble staying awake.
Did he heal her, or do I need to?
He did heal her.
Yes. Okay. Could I do any more? Could I help at all?
She's fully healed. You didn't do a ton of damage to her.
Yeah, I mean,
was
it wasn't
mainly a
much.
flesh
It was just
wound.
I wanted to make sure. Well, we came from the school that Bill Shana told you about. My sister, my younger sister, actually was a student there, and students have been going missing for how long? Like months? Weeks? I don't know.
It's been like 2 months.
2 months. For a few months, students have been going missing, and almost the entire faculty has gone missing, and I'm just looking for my sister and anyone else we can find. Everything that I've gone through has led us here. My party, we've been separated, and
So there are more of you.
yeah, many of us are there.
Well,
Don't even know, sis.
they are in grave danger. We must find them quickly.
No, we must find them.
We can help you, Lochnar.
I'm sure you can. We're
They seem fine.
I know you're more trusting, but I'm not willing to trust these people.
I did stab
They
them.
could have ulterior motives.
Well, then we'll figure that. We'll get there, but we need to find the others right now.
I agree.
So at the very least, let's find the others, and then we can reevaluate. We can figure it out.
If they find the others with us, they can take advantage of all of us together.
or we can all take them down together.
We don't know these people's powers. That guy just healed the other chick in like seconds.
I can also do that, Locknar.
Oh, good for you. You're very powerful. These people could also be very powerful.
He's got a point. Realistically, he has a point.
I mean, yeah, but if we find the others, we'll be okay.
Locknar's scared
There's
for the
2 of
first
them,
time.
there's like 6 of us. 1, 2,
You
3.
just don't like trusting people. That's all.
LOL.
I don't trust
Locknar, I
people
assure
either.
you, if you do not trust us, we will stay here. Once you find your party, feel free to come back here.
My father always told me,
This is the
never
safest
trust
place
anything
in
you
this
can't
world.
see where they put their food in.
What?
It's a wise man.
Good old
Oh my
ale
God.
jugger.
He's like,
I know how to find at least one of them. And I pull out the stone, the gate stone, and I say, Zygon has the other one. So we can at least find him. Jacob, do you think if
So
I
when you
try,
pull
I'd
out
be
the
able to
stone, when you pull out the stone, you see Kova look at it, and she's like, she is fascinated by the thing you're holding, and she gets up
Mhm.
from her bed. What is that?
stabber.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm so fascinated by magical things.
Okay. Chill out. I believe it's called a gate stone.
May I
there are 2
look at
of
it?
them.
Oh, this bitch.
Don't do it. Don't you send her to me.
Send the big one.
I'm gonna keep holding it, but I'll hold it out. Like you can look at it. Just I'd prefer
So
to keep
she
it.
At-
she
at this point-
examines it. She gets close to it. Yeah.
At this
Go ahead,
point,
Lockner.
I get like right behind her. I get right behind
Okay.
her with my sword and
Like right here, ready.
like neck, like knife to neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
To my neck.
No. He's like
Good lady's
pressing
neck.
it on.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
I just want to look at the stone.
I'm,
I don't know
Maybe
you,
no
lady.
harm.
I'm still holding it. She
I
can't
don't
do
know
anything.
that.
I'm still holding it. It'll be
So
okay.
she kind of looks at it, and then she says, "Oh, that's fascinating. I've read about magical items like this, but I've never seen one in person. There's just a few in the shop, and none of them are like this."
Mhm.
Now you've seen it. Now
I
you
don't-
can step away.
She
Um,
backs away.
Atta girl.
Patronizing, but okay.
Oh boy,
Lol.
Sorry, I don't trust these people.
that's fine.
Squid.
I mean, I don't like. I'm not putting all my trust in them, but how could you help us find our friend?
Well, if you have an article of clothing or something that they used to have, I could locate them for you.
We could also try to find you, but me and Anzu have just been kind of chilling.
I don't know. Well,
yeah,
I did give
don't
you a
worry, I'm about
shield,
to get to you.
but I don't know.
I don't know if I have anything. I mean,
Oh
no.
wait, Locknar, you have that backpack on your back that you could use to locate Anzu.
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sure a bunch of my stuff
Anzu
is in
got
there
in your
too.
backpack, Rocknar. Can we use that?
Yeah, he has like an office in there.
Yeah.
Locknar dumps it out. There's like a table and like a lazy boy and
He
like
dumps it out and it all like perfectly falls out into the office.
Sized lazy boy.
I love it.
Short jokes.
I'll. Can I see your backpack?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Is that a yes? I can't tell.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
all right. So
Did your dad teach you that
you
one too?
get the
I'll give you the
backpack,
backpack.
yeah,
Don't
and
talk
then
about my dad.
she holds it, and you see her eyes she holds it and is concentrating for about a minute, and then her eyes flash, and then she goes back. Oh, they're actually not too far away. They're over in the tavern.
Ooh, tavern.
How do we get there? Can you lead us there?
And she looks over to Torin, and he says, "It's a little late now. I don't feel comfortable with Kova going out, but I can
Well,
lead
I don't
you
feel
there."
comfortable with you here,
That's fine with me.
and we need to find our friends.
That's what they're helping us do.
Well then, let's hurry, please. And he storms out, ready to go. He's expecting you two to follow him.
I'll follow.
All right, Anzu and Animus.
Oh, here we are.
So you guys are currently in the tavern. You kind of been there for a few minutes. You see the sun is starting to set.
Well, he sent his owl up earlier.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent my owl to
And
kind of
we're
scout
still,
around.
we're chilling.
But I
So-
didn't see anything, I think.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything. Your owl did hear that massive thud that came from, let's see, where would you be? It would be the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the southeast. And your owl kind of swiveled around there, and it sees this giant stadium. And then you also see this big, like, box-looking thing that has a pole and rope. You see that, but you don't spot anyone.
Is that something that Michael saw, or did that just happen after?
That's what they heard. That's how
That's
they
what
found each
happened.
other.
That's what happened with Braun and Zygon.
Yeah. This is taking place as that is happening.
Yeah, everything is happening concurrently.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be like, so, there's a big boom boom somewhere, but it's getting pretty late. And, if you look at it, we're surrounded by ale.
Yes, that's true, but I'm not much of a drinker myself, even though I do carry around a pretty strong bottle of liquor, but,
Agnes, buddy, look at me, okay, right here, in the eyes. Look, down here.
I'm not that much taller than you.
We
If
are
I just...
surrounded by the heaviest ale I have ever smelled in my life.
Do you want me to just grab a couple bottles? I can plop it in the bag, like, there's a lot of room
Yes,
in here.
They're
Grab a
not.
couple.
They're not in bottles. They're not in bottles. They're in giant barrels.
Put it in your mouth. We could bathe in this for the
Ah.
night.
Are there,
Ale
Jacob, are
bath.
there any, like a couple empty bottles around? Like, this is...
No,
switch
so there are a few like goblets, but you see that they're like rusted out and wouldn't be able to hold anything.
I'll switch to Celestial and I'll be like, look, Cube. You ever had a drink before?
Oh my god.
Only he's singing this. Like it's like a musical's about to start.
I gotta learn Celestial, I hate this.
This before. Very show tuning.
Jacob,
Yes,
he's talking to Cube.
he's talking to Cube. I thought he was talking to you.
No.
Oh, no.
He said, I
Uh,
don't know Celestial, so he's talking to Cube.
Yeah. Well, excuse me. I was looking something up. Okay. So, the cube just kind of like it goes goes out like it's shrugging, but it's still like gelatinous.
I'll stick like my finger in one of the kegs. I'm like, come on, lick it.
So it just goes, and then you see the color of the cube kind of go like from a red to like a green, and then it just barfs on you. You get like red goo all over your face.
Anzu, just sometimes... I mean, I guess neither of us knew that would probably happen, but realistically, you probably shouldn't have done that.
Okay, I'm just gonna clean myself with prestidigitation and then start drinking.
Alright, how about we need you sober for this situation?
What do I need to be sober for? It's almost nightfall.
What if we find the things that we're trying to find and we have to fight
Oh, I'm
them?
sorry. You're gonna put on your big fucking night goggles, Mr. Caw.
It currently has those goggles on.
Yeah,
Wears them all the time.
I'm looking at you through the goggles. Alright.
I'll take another sip and I'll be like, okay, why don't we flip it, right? Let's flip a coin.
I just want to say Michael's shirt is so cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
Let's flip a coin.
Okay, so queen side, we go find whatever that boom boom is.
Is there?
Dragon side,
Okay.
we stay here and drink.
I can agree to that, I guess. Staying here for while it gets dark probably might not be the smartest idea, or I mean, might be a smarter idea than going out where we have no idea what else is out there. But on the other hand, if we find anyone, we'll be a little bit stronger, and we may be able to help them out if they're in a similar situation. So,
Does anybody have a coin around them?
do you want to roll a d4, and if it's evens,
yeah, evens odds.
yeah, go ahead and
Okay,
roll.
what's even?
Evens heads, odds tails.
Okay.
I got one right here.
Ooh, that's a 5. We're staying.
How can you have a? Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
I guess it's the same odds.
It's a d4.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
the same odds.
Well, I guess we can stay here for a little while. Maybe not moving, they'll make their way to us instead of
As
us
he
making
says
their
that,
way to
I
them.
am stripping down and I'm lowering myself into a keg.
I still have my night vision goggles on, and I'm just watching you do this. Like,
The cube is also looking at you very disapprovingly.
I'll just kind of put my head over
Jacob,
it.
what's that
The
movie
cube
we had to
now.
watch in History of Film 2 for the second? Is it the Wild Bunch where they're like swimming in the wine?
Oh yeah, the one with
Ernest Borgnine.
Borgnine. Yeah, they
that's a
swim
good
in the
movie.
wine, and yeah,
I'm imagining that with Anzu.
it's a pretty good movie. I like Wild Bunch. It's a little long.
My
but
whole
we
skin's
can-
gonna
It's a
be
little long,
stained
but
red.
it ends perfect.
Yeah, the ending's
The ending is
amazing.
perfect.
Anyway, watch Wild Bunch if you can find it. It's really
I'm
good.
gonna
And,
go over
uh,
to a different barrel and just kind of like take a little like sip of whatever comes out of it, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
sit down. No, I'm gonna go up to the door, whatever door is like
Third
there.
floor.
And can I
Oh,
make
so there's a door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go
Can I
to the
make some-
door and stand watch.
Anzo, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
We knew this would happen.
13.
13. Okay, you're kind of swimming in it. You're floating in it. You're starting to get a little tipsy.
Can I make like
Uh,
some light tavern music with prestidigitation?
That is not how that spell works.
Okay, what if just like really broken notes?
I mean, you could make sounds, yeah.
I could sing you a song using someone else's voice that I remember singing from one
Yes.
of our taverns.
Let's do that.
Daryl.
All right, I'm gonna try to mimic the voice of like one of the tavern songs we heard more
Nope.
recently, probably
I'll
in Western.
look
Yeah.
over and I'll be like, "Can you do it in Vespa's voice?"
I didn't
He
hear her.
technically can't
I
because
didn't
he's never
hear
heard her
s-
sing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear her sing it. So you've got a choice between a deeper noted dwarf who was singing, or the lute playing with a woman. With a human woman singing. There you go.
Words hard.
I was
Words hard
trying to
sometimes.
make it up in my head what tavern music we've heard.
Yeah.
So. Which one
Let's
would you
do
like?
The human
Sing
woman.
us a song, you're the wizard man.
The human woman.
Sing us
Very
a song tonight.
Oh my gosh.
So you start hearing the singing coming from Animus, and you guys notice the cube is like running around, like it's like running around and just kind of like looking around the area. So Animus, you wanted to
I was
check
on
the
watch.
door?
No, I was on watch.
Okay.
So
I
what was
need
it?
you to make a perception check.
Sorry, I was dealing with something.
No worries.
Perception check.
Yep.
That's not going to be great. First roll of the day. Actually, it's really good. Haha. 15. I forgot my
Okay.
perception was so high.
So you start hearing this like shuffling across stone outside of the tavern,
Okay, I'm
like
going
like a scraping noise.
scraping.
Yeah, like a
How many does it sound like?
you notice 3 or 4. 3 or 4 sounds distinct.
I'm gonna stop singing.
Okay.
Anzu.
Mm.
Anzu. I know you're having a lovely time over there, but there's someone outside. Actually, there's multiple someones outside.
What do you mean, someone?
Like
Is it Vesper?
No, it's not best. Get out of your head. You need to focus. All right, there's multiple people outside, and we need to make sure it's not one of the things that took all the students. What was
The
that?
door starts to shake as pounding is hit against the door.
Okay.
Maybe we should probably hide. I think hiding.
How
might be
big
our
is this tavern?
The cube immediately jumps onto your shoulder and starts cowering behind you, Annis.
How big is the tavern?
I would say it's about the size of like probably 60 by 40. It's a pretty big tavern, and there's 3 stories. So like the basement, then the story you're on, then the one with like the collapsed rooms and stuff. I hope your dog's okay. That sounded gross.
She's
All right.
Okay, let's see if this works. I will cast Leoman's tiny hut,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna race in it.
Okay.
I think
Can
it
we
will.
see? We can see out of it, right?
Yeah, we can see out of it, but they can't see in it. And like,
Alright.
it's actually huge on the inside, apparently.
Let's see here. Leoman's tiny hut.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside. The spell fails if there's a larger creature within it. Hold on, let me
Here
take
we go.
the card out so I can.
10-foot
actually read.
radius, immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration of the spell ends. If you leave its area, 9 creatures can fit in it. If spell fails, the area includes.
Oh, so, yeah, so maybe it's just a dome. I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
we're
it's
Yeah,
building.
so you see this dome appear above Anzu, and it comes over the 2 of you, along with the cube.
I'm gonna produce flame. Oh no. I'm going to sit there.
So what color
watch.
would you like it to be, Anzu?
like a bluish sheen.
It's just
Okay.
gonna make it a very obvious
So-
color. Don't match the
so
stone at all.
Inside, you can see through it. On the outside, it looks like a giant blue dome is just sitting in the middle of this tavern.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can make it see-through, can I?
It's see-through on the inside going out. It's not from the outside going in. So
Okay.
it's like police glass.
Like, I gotta pick a color. Yeah, so they're
Yeah,
gonna see it no matter
That's
what.
the color.
Is Anzu drunk? I missed that part.
He's not. He's a little tipsy.
Okay, wait. Since I'm tipsy, can I just like constantly change the color of it?
Yeah. So it's blue, and then it's green, and then it's purple, and then it like flashes neon pink.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna hold
It stays there
produce.
for a second.
I'm gonna hold produce flame just in case.
You cannot cast spells through the dome.
Can I cast it in the dome?
You can cast it in the dome, but nothing can get in the dome that's not invited into the dome.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we're
cast.
locked in the dome.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my
Okay.
staff.
Okay, so the door gets shattered open, and you see 4 weird-looking, like demonish looking people walk through, long extended arms that instead of going into hands go into like these clawed like pincers, gray skin, pointed ears, fangs, and a tongue that dangles like 2 feet down. It's just
I dead ass
And it's
thought it
just
was gonna be them
stalking
coming to
closer.
get us, and then now
I
I'm a
also
little more scared. Fuck.
No.
and there are 4 of them, and they shuffle into this room, and you see one of them looks like the leader, and it's just going
Anzu, make sure the color matches the walls
and it
behind
just
us.
looks around.
I can't really hear him, so I'm just gonna keep shifting colors.
It is now flashing yellow.
I'm gonna hit Anzu. Anzu, match the color of the walls.
Brown.
Okay, so it is now brown, and you see this pack leader, and it gets closer to the dome, and it just looks down. And Anzu, if it could see you, you guys would be making direct eye contact, and it's just
Ooh. so I know what it
and
is.
then it walks around. Make a. Actually, Animus would know more. He would be more likely to know what this is. So, Animus, make a history check or a Arcana check.
Which one's better? Probably history, realistically. Oh, they're both the same. It's gonna be a 16, Jacob.
16. These are ghouls.
Nice.
So ghouls come originally from the abyss.
Yep.
And they are humanoids that have been twisted by demonic or devil magic.
How strong do they look? Nice.
Like you might be able to take them, but then again, Anzu's a little tipsy.
Is there anything special about ghouls we need to know that would be important and relevant for this situation?
They do not like. They're immune to poison. Is essentially. Oh wait, that's the wrong stat block. They're immune to poison.
I'm so glad that the wrong stat block brought you back to the same conclusion. Enzu.
I'm gonna like lean over. Do you think we can take them?
If we need to, we could probably at least muscle our way through, but they are not exactly easy to beat. So I would say let's stay in here. Can they see? Can ghouls see?
The bigger one, it is a ghoul. The others are it is a ghast. So it's bigger. It's kind of like lankier. It looks like it like there's some sort of intelligence behind it. They start like sniffing around, and then you see the ghast go, and it points over, and they surround the dome, and they're gonna start smacking it. Just
let me see how long this lasts.
it lasts 8 hours.
Enzu, how long does this thing hold up against things trying to get in?
Yes, but
The duration of the spell is 8 hours.
so in 8 hours we're done. It's
Well, I mean, I can also turn into something that can get us out of here. I can always just shapeshift into a giant eagle or something that would, I don't know, something would get us out of here. What do you think? What do you think they're afraid of? You think they're afraid of bears? I could turn into a bear. Maybe a giant snake.
Everybody knows ghouls are terrified of bears.
Yeah, they hate
Owl
bears. Owl bears.
I thought you said pears.
I don't think I can turn into Lochnar. The closest thing to Lochnar I can turn into is probably a wild boar.
You see when you mention Lochnar, you see Cube, like it leaps off of you, and then it turns into Lochnar, but like red and gooey.
Hey, can you ask Cube if he is as strong as Lochnar right now? Because that could definitely come in handy.
It gives you a big thumbs up.
Oh, never mind.
With a big grin on his face.
Suddenly we can take this.
Goo, would you like?
It does not have any. Cube does not have any weapons though. It's just Lochnar and his loincloth and his glory.
I have.
Any replicate voices?
Something.
Yeah, it can sound like you.
I don't have something.
See.
Okay.
Are you wanting to play as the Cube real quick, Corey? Because you can. It's smarter than you though, so this is a smarter version of Lochnar. The Cube has a higher intelligence score than Lochnar.
It's a baby.
Gentlemen, what is our strategy for getting rid of these things?
I'm thinking we maybe wait this one out and see if anyone ends up coming, and if not, we muscle our ways out of here, because more
I'm very drunk, Cube.
Yeah, let's also let him sober up. So let's chill. Just let him. Is it a concentration?
No.
My good
fuck
sir.
yeah. Do you guys want to take? You want to take Enzu? You want to take?
Corey's interpretation of smart Lochnar makes me laugh so hard.
Enzu, you want to take a long rest?
Trying to sleep with 4 just.
It might be a little hard, but if this thing lasts a while, we may be able to rest. Keep one of us on guard. When it starts to fade, they wake the others up, and we get the fuck out of here.
So Cube does not need to sleep.
Okay.
What if we had Cube change into an animal? Or like a beast or something. Right. Because then he doesn't need weapons.
So Cube can only turn into things that it has had physical contact with.
Oh. Yeah, I think we're sleeping.
Alright, yes, that's probably a good idea, because I probably need a little bit of rest, and... Cube, do you need to sleep? Are you a sleeper?
Cube does not need to sleep.
Alright, well, Anzu, I guess let's go ahead and take a nap.
Cube. Can I sleep on your gel? If you don't mind.
Anzu, do you need help falling asleep?
No, it's just he's so comfy.
I can turn into an animal, and then, I mean,
He misses Lochnar so much.
do you want me to turn into a giant bear and you can sleep on my stomach? Oh, I can't, it's a large
buddy.
creature.
I'll just curl up on Jello Lochnar and fall asleep.
Cube Lochnar. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm gonna fall asleep
So-
standing up. Like with my
Yeah.
staff, I'm just gonna go like that.
So, and the banging just. So Lochnar and Thea. So Torin is currently leading you through the streets, and he's darting from building to building, looking around.
Okay.
He goes across, and then he sends you a signal to come across mentally. He says, "Come now, hurry!" And then you dart across. So you guys eventually get to this stone bridge that crosses over a river. But this isn't a river. So you look up and you actually see that the way that the city is structured, it's 3 tiers. And the top tier is like encircling a mountaintop. And the way that the city got water is it would melt the ice cap or the snow on top of the mountain, and then it would flow through the city. So since it is almost spring, the ice is starting to melt, so the rivers, air quotes, are running through. So the bridge that crosses over is there. I need Lochnar and Thea to make perception checks.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Oh shit! Natural 20. Plus 10 for 30.
Nice.
What did you roll, Lochnar?
13.
13. Okay. So you both notice there's this loud
Ah, finally.
just over and over. And Torin says, "I believe we found your friends. Come quickly."
Hey,
And he
Jacob.
comes over. And
Just
yes,
before this goes, can we count this as a short rest, or are they just coming in before or after we sleep?
this would be like right after you made that decision. So this would be
Hey.
like less than 10 minutes.
Damn it.
Huh? What?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're close to us.
So
Do we hear him?
you guys
No.
cross the bridge and you get to this tavern.
They hear the
And you see this large tavern, and the roof is currently like it's caved in and there's fire damage all over it. You see a sign, and the sign is like just a giant, just like completely passed out with like a tankard in his hand, and he's just but you do, so the door has been knocked in, his blood blasted in, and you come into the door. Who's going in first?
Can I like peek around the corner? Around the door?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
um, 17.
17. Yeah, you sneak up to the door frame and you look over. You see this giant purple dome, and then you see 4 weird ghoul figures that are just currently slamming their arms into it. Just they don't seem to notice you though.
Okay.
How do you think we should do this? Should we just charge in or try to be stealthy about it?
Did you say that some of them like come from a different plane, like the abyss?
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, you guys don't even know that it's us yet.
yeah. You don't know
Oh,
who's
shit.
under that dome.
That's true. That's true. Um,
I know, but like the monsters.
well, the fact that
Uh,
there's magic around it is kind of telling.
So
Nah, true.
Animus, you hear a voice echoing in your head. I come with help, but are you with Lochnar and Thea?
I wake up a little. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Anzu.
What do you want now?
There's something talking to me that said that he's.
Yes, it's the big things. Look at them. They're beating
No.
like apes.
No. There's something that says that it's with Lochnar and Thea. Where are you?
I'm right
Just
here.
outside.
Not you. I'm talking to the thing out that's talking to my head. Hold on.
Fucking weird.
I'll read it. It's like message. Just think of it as message.
If you can keep
I
that
don't think-
You
barrier
don't know
up, I
message.
believe that we can take care of this.
I mean, if you can just like as soon as you come in, we can all take care of it together. Just like
This
tell
isn't
me when you
orgy.
come in.
What are you talking about?
I'm not talking to you.
Where are we all coming?
Okay, maybe you guys should take care of this one. He's a little tipsy. If you are telling the truth, then we'll come out and help. But if you aren't, then you're gonna be feeling the wrath of whatever we can do to you.
I'll look up at Goo and I'll be like, I used
So-
to take drugs, but he's obviously stolen them.
Goo kind of looks at you, or Cube looks at you confused. Cube doesn't know what drugs are.
Nice.
So, but Cube can assume that drugs are bad because of context clues. Anyway, Torin looks over at Lochnar and Thea. They didn't say who they were, but I believe they are your friends. You aren't a very trusting bunch, are you?
Not particularly.
I would
Did he
wait.
just like hear me in the background yelling at Animus?
Yeah, no. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Also, apparently, one of you is drunk.
Sounds like
Hey,
Anzu.
that's Anzu. That's Anzu. That's my boy.
They said that they would help us when they saw you, so I leave the strategy to you two.
Okay, then I'm gonna just step into the doorway a little bit, and I'm gonna cast banishment on like the biggest thing.
Okay.
The biggest.
So,
thing.
so
And
what are the
it's a-
four things?
Charisma saving.
So
throw.
three of them are ghouls, one of them's a ghast.
Okay,
Banishment,
what's the
you
difference?
say. So
Yes.
one's really big and the others are just kind of big.
Are they in then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me look up.
Rip
Is
Brady.
banishment the one where it sends you to another dimension?
Rip Brady
it's-
Michael,
and if-
because they're just
And if
chilling.
they're from a different dimension, then they go back to that one. Okay.
Yeah, and if he's there the entire duration of the spell, which is a minute, in its concentration, then he stays there.
Okay, so you hold out your hand, and you see the purple energy start to coalesce, and then boop, the ghast is gone.
It has to make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, it failed.
Oh, okay, cool. Love that. So,
So it just blinks out.
amazing. So then I'm going to concentrate on that. And what else can I do? Not much.
Bonus action and your movement.
Well, that's all I'm going to do for now. This is the first time I've used that spell. I'm excited.
Lochnar, you get a surprise round. So what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna. So, how far away is the furthest one?
Probably 40 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna use Charger to take this dude. I'm not doing Rage because
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary right now.
Okay.
14.
14. That hits.
All right.
Okay, so this does plus 10 damage because of Charger.
Okay. One sec. 2. Yeah, that's it. 8. And 19. 19 damage on that one.
15. Okay, so you, Anzu and Animus, you see Thea cast her spell, and then you see her kind of like pull off to the side, and then just Lochnar just running in Giant's Bane raised high. He collides into one of the ghouls with his shoulder, and then he brings the sword down as the ghoul is flying. You see the ghoul fly, and then in midair just go into two pieces and fly into the bar.
Okay, I will
Do,
drop.
do I have my second? Wait, do I have my
You
second
do
attack?
have your
or
second
is that-
attack, yeah.
Okay, I'll just do that real quick.
Okay. So now you're attacking
And-
another one.
15.
15. Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So this is Giant's Bane damage with your strength modifier.
14.
14.
14 damage.
Okay. You cut across again. You cut this one in half and it just falls over. There's one left. So then you see Torin step in and he makes this like circle and then a pattern within the circle, and then you see a blast of fire come out of it. Let's see here. Natural 20.
Nice.
So he's gonna cast, let's see here, Firebolt, which is when you're past level 5, Firebolt is 2d
2d8.
Yes.
2d8. Yeah.
2d8.
2d10.
I think it's 10.
2d10.
Oh, it's
Because I
2d10.
have that. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
So, okay, so you see this firebolt shoot out, and it envelops the ghoul, and it just turns to ash. And everything's dead.
Cool, then I'm gonna keep concentrating for a minute so that the thing is like stuck in the
Okay.
abyss.
Okay. So, I believe you can take your dome down now.
I keep it up.
She said.
Anzu, you
Hands it.
can take it down.
Take it down. And I'll just kind of like giggle next to the big barrel of ale.
He's
You
been
see
drinking.
the spell, the dome fades away, like dissolves. Cube immediately sees Lochnar and runs over, and it's like Lochnar giving Lochnar a hug.
I hate that.
No.
And then he,
No. That's not. No, wait. That's not what happens. The two
Lochnar's not
Lochnars
fucked
walk
right
up
now.
to each other. Real
Are you
Lochnar is,
don't do the
you're a
predator
sexy
scene.
beast, aren't you? And then Cube Lochnar is like, indubitably, my good sir. And then they both pull out their swords and do. That's what
Cube
happens.
Lochnar doesn't have a sword, and so he comes up
He air
to you.
guitars it. Jesus, go with it.
He comes up to you, and then like he hugs you after that weird display, and then the cube just kind of like around Lochnar, and then there's just a cube sitting on Lochnar's shoulder.
That was
That cube's my one weakness.
disturbing. Are you guys okay? Who are these people, or who are these creatures?
There's just one.
Oh.
There's only one.
just-
I thought they both came. Who's this?
This is Torin. Him and his sister found us, and I kind of stabbed one of them. They were trying to save us from those things, I think.
And you stabbed him?
Stabbed his sister. She's fine. Don't worry about
Orin extends his hand out to you, Animus. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm probably looking very high up. I'm only 4'11".
Yeah, it's about looking at Lochnar.
Okay.
He shakes your
it.
hand.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. Are you not one of the?
Forgive me, but I have never seen a person of your physical quality.
Yeah, I'm. Unfortunately, Kinkus in this region are less nowadays.
You're a what?
A Kinku.
Oh, pardon me. I've never heard of such a race.
No, it's okay. As I was saying, there's not many of us left in this area or
Kinku.
dimension of.
You see him pull out a notebook and he just starts writing down Kinku, and he's like writing down your physical features and kind of just cataloging you.
Interesting.
I'm the only one that thinks this dude's suspicious.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
No.
I love to learn things, and
Oh,
I like to keep things written down.
fellow researcher. I myself am a researcher, and so is Anzu.
Oh,
I'm passed
and
out
he
next
he
to the
actually like he's Well, I suggest we don't stay here long. The ghouls are quite.
I disagree. That they have ale.
Lochnar, can you grab a barrel of ale and maybe lug it around a little bit? Because I need
I'm gonna be
you.
swimming with Anzu, dude.
You guys need to focus up though. You need to just grab a barrel of ale and let's go.
While we're waiting on Abby, we'll go over to Zygon and Braun. So you guys have been kind of looking around. The buildings are all kind of destroyed. You've been going in and out of a few. It looks like these were homes mainly. But you do see, so you come up to the side of this ring, and you see that there's a whole other section of the city that is below you guys. Like Sheer Cliff City. You then see the sun is starting to set a little bit. Like I would say another 10 minutes and the sun will be down.
Okay.
But you guys get to the edge of this street, and you see this big platform, similar to the one that you saw in the arena, Braun, except this one is much, much bigger. Like this is 4 semi trucks next to each other big. Like it's
Oh,
huge.
jeez.
And you see it goes down into the bottom ring area. You also see off to the side there's like a control panel thing. Like there's these 2 levers, and they're a little rusty. Like they look like they haven't been used in a very, very long time.
Ugh. Is there any other paths to follow?
So it looks like the only other path to follow would be to climb down the cliff face.
God.
Zygon's not down for that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
And I would say it's probably, probably 10 stories from where you guys are to the ring that's below you, so about 100 feet.
Okay. Jeez. I'm not very confident about using some rusty chains.
Yeah. I was really surprised that that pole that I went down like held together.
Yeah.
So you guys,
that's getting-
the sun is starting to set.
It's getting
Probably have
dark. Do we
another-
want to keep looking, or do we want to set up some sort of camp?
Yeah, I would say I'd rather be up at the top of this thing than at the bottom of it. So if we're gonna look for a camp, I'd rather be up here than down there, because we can at least keep an eye on things from up here.
Sure.
So is there any nearby buildings or something that we can get into?
Yeah, so it looks like there was like a check-in station. It's near this elevator thing. It's a small building, but it looks like people would go here to have it approved to move goods, or like just kind of check in and make sure that everything's okay.
Okay.
So you go in there. You see on the ground there is a skeleton missing the back of its head.
Seems to be a common theme, huh?
Apparently.
I need you both to make investigation checks.
Okay. Yeah. My stats.
5.
Dave?
I got a
Switching
9.
dice.
I think. What'd you get,
Yeah.
Michael?
A 9.
Okay. Well, there's not a lot in this room, so you really didn't need to roll high. You do find a book, though. Like this super thick, like this thick book. And it's
Like
currently
a
like
tome.
yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll pick it up. Read it.
Do
What is it?
either of you know Elven or Elvish?
No.
No.
Okay. So it's written in weird, like flowery looking letters, but you can't quite tell. But you do see money. There's like a column for like you see like 100, and then you see 2,000, and then like there's money columns. But everything else is written in Elvish.
Interesting. I don't know. Do you think it's important?
It may be. I mean, can I search the body itself, the person that had the tome or whatever?
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
13.
13. So it's not hard to loot a skeleton. You can kind of see what's there. You see a small pouch
It's like Skyrim.
that used to hang on his belt,
Hmm.
and then you see a small it kind of looks like a change maker. Like it looks as though well, okay, it's not a change maker. It's like a small abacus, like pocket abacus,
Hmm.
and that's all you can find on him.
Okay. Well, I think either way, I don't know if that's gonna. It may tell us more about what's been happening here if the person was living here, but there's not much we can do
Sure.
about it yet.
Right.
And I don't feel too comfortable wandering this place at night with everybody's skulls split open.
Yeah. Can I do? I've been meaning to do this. Can I do an Arcana check on my helmet? That's an 8.
So you've had this helmet on for a while. So this helmet, you think has something to do with animals. You're not quite sure. You
Interesting.
think it has something to do with animals.
Animals, you say?
You just hear Animus's voice echo in the back of your head. Animals, animals.
Right on.
All right.
Um,
I need you two to both make perception checks.
14.
16.
16. Okay, you two start hearing and like scraping on stone. And first you hear 2, then 4, then 6, then 10.
Oof.
And you just hear this like scraping, and you look out from this hut and you see just like, I would say probably 25 ghouls coming in your direction.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit. What do we do?
Well, if we, I don't think it would be good to necessarily run at this point. I think if we
Yeah.
just stay quiet,
Yeah.
I thought
I
you were about to
might,
say, I
uh,
think
we
we
got
should
nowhere.
start
We got
fighting.
nowhere to go to.
Right. Is there any like levels to this building that we're in, or is it just one floor?
It's just like
Wow.
a stand essentially. Like
Oh,
it's like a bank teller sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
And so they're coming towards you, and behind you guys is the cliff with the elevator thing, and then in front of
Right.
you is the ghouls.
Hmm. Well, I think I'm just going to play dead on the floor. I mean, I've got enough stuff on that they're not going to really be able to see in very well anyway, but at least while they're shambling around here. Because is there anything to hide behind in the room?
Really.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just tell Zygon I think we should just lay low here and just play dead until they go past.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Yeah,
that
if only.
that might do it.
Good luck.
So, Braun, I need you to make a stealth check.
You're a rogue. You'll be fine. Rolls an
Zygon,
natural.
I need you to make a stealth check with advantage.
Knock on wood.
S-
Are they both with advantage?
16.
Are they
we
both
both
what?
what?
Never mind.
Okay. So you see them kind of break off, and you see some of the ghouls go into some other buildings, but there's about 5 of them that are moving closer to you guys. You see the bigger one kind of come close, and it goes, and it's getting closer to your building.
Okay.
I got nothing fancy, so if something happens, it's your cue to start something.
All right, I'll back off, and if I ready like Eldritch Blast, can they see anything? Okay. Yeah, I'll just like back away and give Braun a little space on the ground.
So you're back up against this wall, and then Braun's kind of just out on the floor. Braun, are you laying on top of the skeleton, or
No, I'm just
like off to the side a little?
yeah, I guess I'll just kind of, how can I do it? I guess I'm assuming that the door is shut to the building that we're in. No, it's not shut. If it's
No door.
there's no door.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess can I just like have it not laying on top of that thing, but can I be like laying next to it? Looks like we died side by side or something. The skeleton, that is.
So they get even closer.
Mhm.
The ghast sticks its head in, and it comes over to your body, and it like touches you, and
Mhm.
starts smelling you.
Is it looking at the skeleton at all, or is it just looking at Braun?
It's just looking at Braun. It's going to pull back its claw, ready to strike at you.
I'm gonna pick up the skull and like throw it outside the building to make a distraction.
Goes over. It starts looking at the skull. It picks it up and it smells it, and then it just crushes the skull in its hand.
Mm.
Okay.
Menacing.
The other ghouls have heard this commotion, and now there's 10 of them just out in this general area.
This is a bad time, guys.
Yeah,
You do have the portal stone.
I know, but it takes some time, right?
It takes
Takes a
1
minute.
minute, but both of you could teleport.
I say
Oh, I
start
forgot
firing
about
that
that
thing up.
shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I guess
I'll
I'll
try and hold the line.
I'll walk over to Braun and just like start using the stone.
Cool, so we're going to
Right.
put you 2 on pause. Now back to the other 4. Alright. I really think we should get out of here. Do you know where your other friends are?
We've just been sitting in this room the whole time, so...
What are you? You're like an octopus.
It's a mind flayer, isn't he?
This
You're
is what
the
I've been
bad.
asking myself.
That's what your people call us, yes, but we call ourselves Illithid.
Would you happen to know where you took all of my students?
No idea what you're talking about.
Mr. Squidman, look. I know it was you. All you have to do is confess and show me where they are.
Assure you, my friend, it was not me. I have
Okay,
no
I'll
idea.
insight check them.
Okay, make an insight check.
Trying to be smart with me, motherfucker.
This is,
18.
this is why I was suspicious of him
18.
the whole time.
He's not
Yeah.
lying.
You may
Well-
not be lying,
I still don't believe him.
but I know you're up to something, little boy.
Anzu, I don't think it was him.
I just want to protect my sister. That's all I'm here.
He
Anzu-
showed me Bill Shinar was here.
Yeah,
What?
Anzu, just because he is of
Who
their
was here?
race.
Who's here? Hmm? Who said
Bill
that name?
Shinar.
Was it you? When was he here?
So it's been about a minute, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like a decade?
So the minute ends, and that ghast reappears. I need you to all roll initiative.
Oh, dicks.
What? He's
Oh.
vanished.
Yes, but he is not from the abyss.
Oof.
Okay, he goes back to whatever. He's not.
Where's
Is
he
he? Where
from?
is he from? This plane?
He is from this plane.
Fuck.
God damn it. Okay. Is he undead?
He is undead.
Hey,
Okay, then I'm initiative. Okay, I gotta do
Jacob,
that
if it's
first,
been a
sorry.
minute, are they gonna pop in too?
No, so that was happening afterwards. These aren't happening concurrently anymore.
Okay. I got a 20. Oh, I guess I should wait for you.
Yeah, okay. 25, 20.
20. Let's
Okay.
go. First, for the first time, like, ever.
20 to 15.
19.
Man, Thea rolled low.
Apparently.
Very low. It was a 2.
Rip.
I also got it
but
too.
it was a 12, I think.
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing it. But I think it's 12.
So we got to roll for. Okay. Okay.
That can't be that tough.
And Anzu. Okay, Animus, you're up first. Lochnar on deck.
Sweet.
So
it's on
you guys
deck.
are surrounding this guy. He's currently in the center, next to where the dome used to be. So it's you and Anzu, and then Lochnar, Thea, and Torin over here. So it's like 2 of you here, 3 of you here, and then it in the center.
Well, I guess we gotta get rid of this guy before we can move on, and then I'm gonna produce flame at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
25. 26.
That hits. That hits.
Double. And 2 of these. 11,
11 damage.
I believe, yeah.
Okay. So you see the flame start to wrap around this gas as it's trying to, and it's burning its flesh and searing its flesh. You smell like this real, like rotten meat smell kind of come off this thing. Lochnar,
Yo,
it is your turn.
charge it, motherfucker.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
19.
That hits.
Alright.
Nice.
10 plus 10 for a charger.
Yep.
Correct?
Plus your strength.
So 20?
Plus your strength.
Oh, 20. 25.
That is exactly what you needed.
Mm.
So Lochnar just full on tackles this guy
Too easy.
and brings his brings Giant Bane down on his chest. It just lets out a guttural, and then it just flops over dead.
Thank God.
Can I search the body a little bit?
Yes, you can make an investigation check.
Haha, first time I've ever searched the body before anyone else too. Natural 20. It's probably not gonna get me anything.
Okay, so you start searching this ghast, and you find a scrap of clothing that is like wedged into it, like not wedged into it, but like draped off of it. It looks like it once had a shirt on, and that shirt like got ripped, and it's kind of like now a skirt thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But you notice a certain crest on the shirt. So you notice this
Bless you.
silver dragon crest that is on the shirt.
Okay.
And you recognize that this is the uniform that the students wear at the school.
Hey Anzu, you might want to look at this. I'm gonna
Yes.
hand it over to Anzu.
Okay.
It's a
Anzu,
it's a,
a
okay.
scrap of a student uniform that came off the ghast.
I'll look at the tentacle man. Tell me your story.
What? I'm
Oh boy, we
confused.
have to do this again.
After my race was annihilated, um, it's just been me and my sister here.
And how are they annihilated?
Well, the long story would take
Not
a while.
short.
The short story is that an elf named Vilshanar came, destroyed the Elder Brain, and then we wasted away over
And
decades.
how long ago was that, sweetie?
Time is very relative here. I don't know what year you would say it is.
Was it a long time ago or a little time ago?
It was a while.
A while. Okay. Everybody here, listen up. There is a very mean elf man on the loose. Who's probably behind this. He's kind of a cunt. He's actually a big
Saw
cunt.
Vilshanar. He went through a portal to a dark, dark place. I have not seen him for a long time.
Do you know him?
He was among us. He partook in our culture. He treated us fairly. But
He's
then
one
we
of the founders
discovered-
of the school.
We discovered that he had been doing experiments on some of our brothers and sisters. When we confronted him about it, he destroyed the Elder Brain
What is Vilshanar?
and left. Vilshanar is a high elf.
Yeah, what's his class?
He was a wizard. You don't know what he is or was when he was here.
Interesting. Do I know that name at all?
No.
Was he in the battle that killed my aunt?
Yes, he was.
Was he the
Who
one
was
that
that
killed
again?
your aunt?
Yeah, that's more. Would I know that, or can I deduce?
That's gonna. I mean.
You know there
what-
was the fight, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know exactly how your aunt died. You just know that she died in that fight.
Right.
So how do you
Yeah.
know this Vilshanar character?
He was an old friend, a cunt, and a founder.
Ah,
Mostly a cunt.
do we know about your aunt yet, or did you keep that on the DL?
I don't remember,
You know.
honestly. I think I might
We
have
know.
said something.
I think you know that they were related. You don't know like how close they were.
I'll make a prestidigitation
Oh my
of a
god.
printout of his face, and I'll be like, Valshana, and then right above it, I'll title it cunt. He looks like this. He's a
It
very.
is him.
He is a
You
handsome
also
man, I will have to admit.
Cube sees your picture, and it cowers behind Lochnar.
Oh.
Uh,
Right, well, Cube, are you okay?
well,
What's
No.
wrong?
Howard.
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't like that face.
Mm. Well,
Whippy,
this
whippy, whippy.
is the man who I.
It's so you.
Relation.
So Lochnar, just like a tendril of goo, just smacks you in the face.
LOL.
And Lochnar tries to smack him too, and then I guess it's just goo, so it doesn't have to do anything.
Andrew wasn't he in the fight that killed Daenerys?
Yes, it was the big fight, the big one, the one to end all fights. He was
So,
a very racist man.
As
He
you
tried
guys
to-
are talking, Thea, your pocket starts to glow with a blue energy, and then in a flash, you see Braun standing there, swords drawn, like he was about to fight something,
Oh, thank God.
Whoa,
and he's.
Braun,
You do not see Zygon though.
Braun, did you get the teleport stone from Saigon? Is he dead? Where is he?
No, he was there with me.
I think he's dead.
Well,
Where
is he?
Did you leave him behind?
Does anybody
I-
know if it's
I didn't have the stone.
Ah,
I'm gonna
Saigon,
Saigon,
are you
I'm
in
gonna
here?
take it. What's up? And then I'm gonna take the invisibility off.
So then you
Oh.
see Zygon standing there.
I'm like, what the fuck happened to this guy? Like the ghast over there.
Yeah.
Well, to catch you up, I'm just gonna catch them up with everything. I don't want to just say it all, but like, we'll catch them up within short sentences, and we're back. Cool.
Gotcha.
Ta-da.
You still have the book with
Well,
you too. That
yeah.
big tome. Yeah.
Yeah, Zygon and I found a book that looks like. Do I know that it's written in Elvish?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. You
we've
could
seen
roll
lots of
it.
stuff written in different
Yeah.
languages, even if I don't
Exactly.
comprehend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we found a book on a body that was written in Elvish, and maybe it can tell us more about what the hell's going on here.
How big is this
Ooh.
book?
Let me read it.
We have an
Yeah.
elf
Pretty
in
big,
the
yeah.
party.
Thea speaks Elvish, right? So I'm gonna give it to her.
I would hope so.
I'm gonna read it over her shoulder because I also can speak Elvish.
Okay, so you two read it. This looks like a ledger that people were bringing in goods, leaving goods, things like that, and it's just to like catalog everything.
Is there a
and
name Valshana in there?
you guys will have to roll an investigation check to look for it.
I would like to look for it.
Okay.
I'm looking for
Roll-
anything important to the
Roll an
situation.
investigation check.
Natural 20
Nice.
Nice.
plus.
Towards
And
the
21.
middle of the book, there is a mention of there's a mention of a visitor. However, it's not Valshanar as you read closer, because this is written in Elvish, and this would have been before Vilshanar got there, because Vilshanar got there after the Mind Flayers had taken over.
Okay.
But it does mention they mention this woman who she had like silver white hair and was a wood elf, but that she wasn't a wood elf like they were. She was from a different region that she said it a few times, but they never really knew what she was talking about. And then they said one day she just disappeared. But shortly after that, they discovered the giant purple crystal that is currently embedded into the mountain.
Can I be
through
taking
excavation.
notes of important things that have to do with this situation through the book?
Yeah. Yeah, so as you guys get towards the back, it changes from a ledger to more of a diary. And it recounts this elfin man's essentially descent into desperation. He talks about how a few people have been going missing, that the higher ups have assured him nothing's wrong, and then the next entry it says that his wife is gone and he has no idea where she is. And then the next entry, he saw his wife, but she looked slightly different. And then the next entry, he talks about how the city is being invaded by some unknown force, and then it just abruptly cuts off. Like in the middle of a sentence, it's just gone.
Well, I don't know how much that helped us.
You said something
Does
about
any
a
of that-
purple crystal in the mountain.
Yeah, so you guys, now that it's night, you can actually, so this mountain itself, the top of it radiates purple energy. Like it glows purple.
Wait, did Thea have a dream about this?
I had a vision, yeah.
She had a
I
vision of
told
this,
you.
yes.
Thea, did you mention something like this before?
Yeah, we're in the city from my vision.
No,
We're
no,
here.
I know that. I'm talking if this giant crystal is real and still here. Maybe that may be the source of where we should probably go to try to find where everyone is, or I guess that's probably the next place to go. Torin, do you
I mean,
know?
That makes sense.
Can I send my owl up and look for any trouble?
That's. I
Yeah,
thought
you
you were gonna
can.
send it up the mountain. I was like, oh, that's
Um,
far.
Well, while we're on the subject, I want to take out that purple shard that I found and see if anybody else can figure out what it is, if it has anything to do with this crystal in the mountain.
I can check it.
I want to touch it.
Did anything about the lady that was interrupted, any of that sound familiar? Like, could I make a history check about it or
Go
something?
ahead and make a religion check.
Jacob, I'm gonna cast what is it? Just
Identify.
yeah. No.
15.
15.
Mhm.
Okay. So, you've heard legends that prior to the convergence, that the gods would visit their followers. You, from the description of this woman in this book, you get the idea that this might have been the Moon Weaver, perhaps in
I
a
knew it.
human or a mortal form.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I was like, is she like I don't know the purple kind of. Okay.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on the thing as a ritual while she's recalling this.
So,
So it's-
this shard.
It takes me a few minutes, so if something's gonna happen within 10 minutes, then
Oh wow, as a ritual.
Yeah.
So Torin, kind of, you're doing your ritual, and he says, with all due respect, my sister is waiting for us to return. So could you possibly do that there? I'm worried about her being left alone this long.
yeah, sure, of course. I guess maybe going to wherever she is, maybe we can take a rest, and maybe all of us can cool off and wait till morning. Maybe make a plan from there.
looked like a safe place. I think we should go.
Okay. Follow me. For the sake of brevity, we'll say you guys make it stealthy. Nothing happens. So you guys get for the people who haven't been there, this is a magic shop. It's one story, but it's the roof. Up to the roof is 16 feet, and you see like racks of what used to hold magical items, but most of them are destroyed. There's glass on the floor, shattered.
I'm gonna start
But, yeah,
casting detect magic
Detect magic. Okay.
as the ritual.
So Kova is asleep in bed. She's just asleep. And Torin tucks her in. She grabs the blanket and pulls it up to her face. So Animus, the shard that you are examining, it has a very strong magical presence.
Strong.
But it's not arcane magic. It's divine magic.
Okay. It's divine.
Yeah.
Before I tell anyone else anything, actually I'll tell them. So this is giving off a divine magic, not the type I would expect from something doing any sort of evil, but also we don't know if the crystal is evil itself or whatever is evil is using it. Words.
Animus, can I see it for a second?
Yeah, sure. And then also, I would like to go start looking around, but I'll let Thea do her thing, because I have detect magic on, so I want to see if I can find anything.
You can actually look around if you want.
I just wanted to like hold it and maybe like pray to the Moonweaver, see if she'll say anything to me.
So as soon as you grab it, it dissolves.
Thea.
What did
And
I do?
so Thea, you gain a level. So you just leveled.
What?
Hell
Oh
yeah!
shit! What is
Just wait
this
till she gets
shit?
to the big one.
You're fucking welcome.
Thank you, Jacob.
What?
I'm so excited. Can I just level right now?
Yeah,
or
you
should
can
I
go
wait
ahead
till
and start filling it out while everybody else is investigating this place.
I
after?
have
love my
so,
life.
Jacob. I have detect magic on, so any
shit.
magic within
Yeah.
the area will
So
automatically.
you're getting
My
4
owl's
pings.
name is Zato.
Oh.
I'll even chat with
You're
Owl.
getting 4 pings. So there's one in the back wall. There's one way up to like the top of the roof, and then there's 2 that are in the room where Kova and Torin sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna check the one on the back wall first.
Okay. Do you tell everybody else about the others?
What do you mean?
Do you tell them that there are these 4 objects that you can sense?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just
So
looking around.
you guys see Animus start to kind of look around, and then it looks like he's beelining.
No,
for
whoa,
the back wall.
hold on. I'm not beelining anything. I'm looking around normally. And I want to make
Okay.
sure more that what
So
I'm
he's
about to
kinda
do is
wandering
safe
around.
instead of
Yeah.
just grabbing something that's like
Okay.
gonna hurt anyone or something that would be sucky.
Okay. Where's my DMG? Oh, it's over
Please
here.
be a fucking obsidian horse. Since Hunter got rid of his.
Animus, I need you to roll I need you to roll percentage dice.
Ooh. Am I doing 2 or just one of them? Like,
Both.
Okay. 88.
88. Okay. Looking stuff up in the book. Okay. So you kind of root around a little bit. Here we go. And you find this small find this small locket or this small necklace, and it's got a skull on the end. So like the pendant part is a skull, and the front part, like right here of the skull, is removed, and you can see a brain underneath, and then there's 2 glowing red eyes.
Okay.
So
Not ominous at all.
What does it have anything going on with it? Like, what kind of magic is coming off of it?
Do you want to use
Detect magic.
Oh
would
yeah,
tell
you're
me.
still running detect magic.
Yeah.
So this is called a medallion of thoughts.
Interesting. I'm gonna just.
So do you want to know what it does?
Yeah, I want to know what it does.
Okay. So this medallion has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. The saving throw is a DC 13, so the saving throw is a 13.
Nice.
And then the medallion regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Ooh.
Is the target aware of the use?
You would have to consult the spell information. Hang on.
Okay.
We can check it out after, Jacob. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got it right now. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
get it right now. So detect thoughts. Okay, so for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet. If the creature that you've chosen has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, and then if you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Shit.
If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, let's see here. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna kind of walk with it for a sec, and then start heading up the stairs to where. Are they both sleeping?
No.
Okay.
Torin is currently just like sitting on the bed, watching his sister, making sure
I'm gonna
everything's okay.
knock on the door real quick.
Okay. Yes.
Where's the magic coming from, first of all?
So there's one, the blanket, air quotes, that she is currently using, that Kova is currently using, is one of them.
Okay.
And then the other one is coming from like a small statue that is like that is on an end table in there.
Sorry to burst in like this. Number one, is your sister doing okay? I would assume
She's had quite a day.
I would assume you're healing her under that.
No, she doesn't. She has no physical problems. She.
I probably should ask what kind of.
She was
Sticky pain.
closer to. She was closer to the Elder Brain than I was.
Okay. And also, is that statue anything to you?
This, and he points over, and this statue is of a tower.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it in this book. Where is it? I forgot what it was called, so I can't find it.
Well, I gotta get out of here.
Rip.
Gotta get ready
Okay.
for.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay. You see a green orb, and it looks like the case that it was in broke, and instead of falling when the case broke, it just floats there, and it's just floating up and down slightly.
Can I have my owl grab it and bring it down?
Yeah, so your owl grabs it in its talons and brings it down to you.
Do I need to do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacob, did you find the statue?
20.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
20. So this is, you have heard rumors of these. This is called an Ioun stone.
Okay.
You don't know what kind of Ioun stone. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 different Ioun stones, and you don't know which one this one is.
What do they do? Like,
Different things.
well, like, what's an example?
Well, so like one of them increases your strength modifier, like they're stat boosts essentially.
Oh, I'll cast Inspect on it.
Okay, so this is an Ioun stone of mastery. So the way that this Ioun stone works is once you attune to it, it orbits your head,
Mhm.
and your proficiency bonus goes up by 1.
On everything?
Yeah, your proficiency bonus, which is the thing you add to everything you're proficient in, will be +1.
Yeah, it's only the
Okay.
stats you're proficient
Nice.
in.
So, like, intelligence and wisdom?
So no. So your proficiency bonus is a +3, right?
Yeah, it would be to
Yeah.
like anything you have
It would
filled
now
out.
be a +4.
Oh, so, like, everything plus is just up another.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll keep
including your spell attack modifier and
Oh.
your spell save DC.
it. Money.
And it would just, or sorry, Hunter, it would just be the not the everything plus. It's everything you have like with a little the circle
A
filled out.
proficiency in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So not everything, just the ones
Okay.
that you're proficient in.
So, Animus, you look at this small tower, and it looks like a small little fortress.
Uh huh.
So
What kind of magic
you
is it
use
putting
detect magic on it. So this is called Darren's Instant Fortress. So you can use an action to place this 1-inch metal statue on the ground and speak its command word. It then rapidly grows into a fortress that remains until you use an action to speak the command word that dismisses it, which works only if the fortress is empty. The fortress is a square tower 20 feet on a side and 30 feet tall, so it's 20 by 30. With arrow slits on all sides and a battlement atop it. Its interior is divided into 2 floors with a ladder running along one wall to connect them.
That's
The ladder ends at a trap door leading to the roof. When activated, the tower has a small door on the side facing you. The door opens only at your command, which you can speak as a bonus action. It is immune to the knock spell and similar magic, such as that of a chime of opening. Each creature in the area where the fortress appears must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 10d10 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. In either case, the creature is pushed to an unoccupied space outside but next to the fortress. Objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried take this damage and are pushed automatically.
okay. Yes. What? Yeah, that is that. Do you know what that is? Is it yours?
My sister just likes it. She says that one day she'll see something like it. I don't know really what she means.
Interesting. Well, can I talk to your sister a little when she just in the morning after she rests, of course. Just maybe
That's
get
up
to
to
know
her.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
All
then.
right.
I'm gonna go
So there's 2 more magical. Wait. Okay, so not the one in the wall, but the one. Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 more, right?
No, I got one on the wall.
No,
and I
there's
got
one
the
more.
2.
There's one
Did
more.
Anzu just get that though?
Yeah.
He got the
You
last
got one on the roof.
He got the one that was by the roof, and then there's one more in that room where you are that she's currently using as a blanket.
Yeah. What kind of magic is that putting off?
It's arcane magic.
What did you say that that blanket did to her again?
Oh, it doesn't do anything. She just likes it.
Interesting. Does your sister not talk to you very much?
Oh no, we're very close.
I want to do an insight check on him.
Okay.
Nice. Please give me good. Das good. 22.
He's not lying. They are close.
No, I'm doing an insight check on whether or not he said that. Like he just said that she just likes the blanket, but I'm checking like
Yeah.
if he knows more than just.
He's
that.
not lying about it. She just really likes the blanket. He doesn't know like if it's magical or anything.
Well, as I said, have a good night then. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna go downstairs. To
There are
everyone
no
else.
downstairs.
Oh, I'm just gonna go back over to the other guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we may need to have a slight conversation just real quick about our new friends.
Yes.
We're really gonna call them friends already?
I was saying friends because I thought you guys were friendly with them. You did show up with them.
I don't like them.
Alright.
I don't like them.
If you don't trust them, I think there's a reason not to trust them. Number one, I did find this amulet. It appears to allow someone to read thoughts, so that might come in handy for us. And then also, the Torin and his sister have 2 items in there that may be a little suspicious. He appears to not understand that his sister's items are magical, but what she's wearing is a blanket of some sort of something. Just what she's sleeping with has some sort of magical aura coming off of it that's
She uses as a blanket. It is not a blanket.
what she's under right now while she sleeps on. And she also has a small tower next to her, a little statue, also magical. And he doesn't seem to understand what that is either. He just thinks that she likes them. So we may want to have a word with her about that in the morning.
I'll walk up there and cast inspect on the thing she's using as a blanket.
She's in a different room.
Okay.
And
He can if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll just walk in there, say hi, and then.
So, this is a cloak of displacement.
interesting.
I want it.
Oh shit.
I've been needing that.
So while you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move.
That shit's so cool.
I'll have to talk to her about that in the morning.
I just said I was talking to her about that in the morning. Hop
I'm
off.
the only one that knows about it.
No,
so
that's
I'm
not
going to
true.
sleep.
I was the one who.
No,
You're the only one that knows
Andrew,
what it does.
I literally
I
found
knew-
it.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, but you
does
don't
it
know
look
what
like the one that I wanted to buy that one time?
It
and
does.
then okay, so I know what it is also.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen it yet.
I'm going to sleep.
I've seen it. I'll say this. I don't wholeheartedly trust them by any means because they did sneak up on me in an alley. But I did stab Kova, and I feel a little bad about it. They haven't given me a reason not to trust them yet. They've been extremely forthcoming.
Well,
I don't want to make any enemies right now.
well, we'll see about that in the morning.
I like making enemies.
I'm gonna put
At
on
least
the necklace while we're talking about this. And
It
then
does require attunement.
I'm gonna take off the ring of the shaman and put it in the bag.
Okay. And then Anzu, that stone you got also requires attunement, and it's headgear, so you'll either have to wear it or your helmet.
Oh hell no! I'm gonna put it in my pocket then.
Okay.
Doesn't tell
so-
anyone about it. What a guy.
great.
What was it called? A robe of displacement?
Cloak.
Cloak displacement. It's made from Displacer Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well I guess we'll go ahead and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you guys are sleeping, Caleb, I want to try something.
Uh,
I want to see if when people are deaf, do you think if people deafened themselves to where they couldn't hear me, the stream would still be able to hear me? Would that work?
yeah, you would have to. Everyone would have to go ahead and deafen themselves. So.
Okay, I need everyone to deafen themselves, but Abby.
Should I deafen myself, or should I stay on to control the stream?
Well, you don't need to hear this, so you could take off your headphones.
I could do that. You're right.
Yeah, big brain. Yeah, you guys don't have to deafen yourself if you take your headphones off. That'd be working. That'd work too.
How do we deafen ourselves?
I actually don't fully know how to.
I think there's like a
Right.
Oh,
call
click
thing.
yourself.
Yeah, right
There
click
you
on
go.
yourself.
There it is.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everybody good? Cool. Corey smells. Okay.
I'm so
So-
excited.
As you're meditating,
Jacob, give me a thumbs up when you're done.
will do. Will do. So as you're meditating, you get this vision, and once again, you're not in your own body. You look around. You see Cran in front of you, and he's currently grabbed you by the wrist. You look around. It looks like you're coming through the cave system that you passed through earlier. You then see like a puddle of water on the floor, and you look down in it, and you see Meryl in the reflection. So that is who you're currently seeing through.
Okay.
You see her getting dragged through the cave system that you came through by Cran. Then they go to the teleport circle, and they appear on the top of this mountain next to, and you see to your left a giant purple glowing crystal that is radiating out energy. You also see next to the crystal is a like pool, and you see this large, inside the pool is this large glob, this large red like glob, and you see faces coming out of it, and it's terrifying. And then you look around and you see there's like a dome that has been built around the crystal, and inside the walls of the dome you see people encased like they're in like crystal. So they're up against the wall, their eyes are closed, and they have been encased by this crystal. Meryl begins to fight. It is not purple, it's like a clearish blue.
Oh, okay.
So Meryl begins to fight and tug against Cran, and he just is yelling at her, "You stupid girl, stop moving so much!" And he's pulling her, and he shoves her into the wall, and the crystals start to envelop around her, and then the last thing you see is Cran's face just smiling, and then it goes black. Good guy. Go back. Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
They're all on their phones.
Hello.
No one's paying attention.
Here.
This is the issue.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna text them. There it is.
Is that the move? Is that
We're
the
up.
signal? The
We're
cue?
up.
That's the signal.
Yeah.
We're up.
Corey.
Now Hunter needs to undeafen himself.
Corey, are you back? Corey's not.
Hang on, I'm texting them.
Hello?
He'll see it on his
Hello?
phone. There he is. Hello.
We need Corey still.
I don't know what they were talking about, but there's a lot of this motion before the cue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I looked up and Abby was like,
I was just, no one was paying attention to the thumbs up.
LOL.
Brady, your camera is like a good 10 to 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Abby's was a little
Oh,
bit
well.
earlier, and then so is Corey's.
I'll try to do
I
my
think everyone
phone.
in the stream. it does that.
Yeah.
Turned it off.
All right.
think my
So
phone-
you guys wake up. It's been a long rest, so spell slots, all that stuff. You can heal,
Yeah, boy.
all
Sweet.
I used all those potions for nothing.
I didn't. I almost died multiple times.
Okay. I would like to share the news.
that. Yeah, go
Um,
ahead.
And you said they appeared by the purple crystal, right?
Oh, we couldn't have just sat here, Jacob, if she was gonna share us the news.
It adds to it because now she has
It's
to
more
role play
fun.
it.
It's more special. Okay.
That's true.
I know where they are. I know where everyone is. And god damn it, it's Cran. Cran is the one doing all of this.
What do you mean he's doing all of this?
Enzo, I thought Cran was
He's
you were
that
close.
What?
He's kidnapping everyone. They're all trapped in some kind of crystal structure on the top of the mountain near the purple crystal, and he's feeding them to the goo. And they're I'm pretty sure it's taking their identities. I don't know what he's doing. I don't really understand it, but they're up at the top and we need to go.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go up to the tentacle people. I'm gonna be like, do you know the name Cran?
They both shake their heads no.
I want to make a deal with the girl.
Hi, I don't think we've met. My name is
I was
Kova.
gonna say,
You like
There was
magical
no interest.
things, right?
Yes, I love magical things.
How do you feel about a trade?
Are we all right next to them?
You guys are kind of all just like around, waking up, getting ready. What would I have to trade?
The blanket you were using last night.
And she holds it up. This is 100% a cloak of displacement. It's like got the little weird like dangly things and all of it.
Does Thea see it?
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
gonna
you guys
gasp
can see
at
it.
I'll be like, yes, that thing.
But this is just a blanket.
not at all.
No,
it's not.
honey, that is not a blanket.
I
Here,
don't understand.
I'll put it on, and then I'll show her what it does.
No, well, don't you
So
have
it
to
requires
attune to it?
attunement.
Yeah,
How
Yeah.
long does attunement take?
an hour.
About
Well,
an
wait,
hour.
does it need attunement if I inspect it and I know what it does?
Yes, it still needs attunement.
Okay,
Just tell her what it
I'll tell her
does.
like, in an hour, can I show you what it does? Okay, I'll just tell her what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's pretty crazy. We could use that. And she looks to her brother, and he kind of nods.
Yeah, and I'll be like,
It would
so
be
the
very helpful
problem
to us.
is that I usually come very close to dying a lot, little old me. And I was wondering if you would let me use it so I don't die all the time.
What do you want to trade?
I will bring out the onyx dog.
Abby, he's trying to sneak this out from under you.
No, I need this because I die all the time.
That's why I'm here to heal you.
Yeah, we're all right next to him.
So she comes over and she says, can I look at it?
Of course.
So she grabs it and she looks at it. What does this do?
I'll tell her about how it comes to life and it can see invisible things that can help her track stuff.
It's a puppy?
Why would we
It's a
not
very big
keep
puppy.
that?
That's pretty cool. And she sits back down. She's kind of lost.
This girl ain't the brightest, is she?
I'm gonna look.
Imagine
Is Torn
imagine
next to her?
getting your brain ripped out of your skull and then put back in.
Ah.
That's basically what happened to her.
Is Torn next to her?
Yeah, he's there.
Uh,
He helps her sit down.
Torn, you realize that you are
Brain
she's
transplant.
in possession of multiple magical items, right? That's why I was
nope.
asking you last night.
These knickknacks are magical.
Yes, this the statue you were telling me about, and this cloak, as my small friend here eagerly has been trying to trade for.
I don't know about the statue yet, but I do know about the cloak.
I don't know what she. Do you just use them as something that you, as like a form of like a doll or a toy, or is it something that makes her comfortable, or is there any purpose for her to keep them?
As far as I know, she just likes how it looks.
Could we have them?
Make a persuasion check.
So weak.
15.
15. I'll make a deal,
What's the deal?
but you have to swear to me that you will keep this.
I'll spit in my hand and I'll give him a shake.
Anzu, you might want to rethink that before you make a
It's
deal.
a gnomish thing. Just grab the hand.
He
No,
he
spit in it.
He spits on his
Do you
hand,
even-
and you see like this flimmy, like
He doesn't know what it
ink-like
is yet.
substance, and he's shaking your hand.
And I'll be like, the Ioun stone for the statue, and the onyx dog for the cloak.
What was the Ioun stone?
We don't need those items.
Oh,
All
so you
I would
just-
ask is that you take us back to this school that Valshanar promised we would go to.
I'll take very good care of you.
Anzu,
I have your word.
Anzu, Anzu.
Anzu
I'm gonna
Yes.
grab him real quick and pull back.
grabs the two magical items and he hands them to
Oh,
you.
I pulled him back.
No, he already did the deal.
This is Anzu's whole deal.
Yes, Animus.
You really want to take these back to the school that you work at, and but you don't
Well.
even know who they are?
They seem like fine people. I've dealt with a lot of bad people back then. They don't seem too bad.
You imbecile! We don't know these people.
Plus, the
and
things
you're
that
letting
hate
them-
me actually make us stronger. I don't really see why they would do that if they hated us.
I'm also confused on the fact that you know someone who's currently leading a giant kidnapping of all of the students, and you're not trying to figure out why, or how, or where.
Well, we know where, we know why. Well, we don't know why.
Exactly, that's why we're
Then why
asking
don't we
you.
go?
So let's go get him. And then I'll hand. Who do I want to give it? I'll give Animus the Ioun stone, since I kept it. And I will give the onyx dog.
Animus.
Not the cloak.
I actually need the
That's-
cloak because I will die.
I want to go.
I literally get one shot. I need it.
So
I can do stuff to fix
Animus,
that.
you now have this Ioun stone, which the way it works is you get a +1 to your proficiency.
Okay.
What does the dog do again?
You can summon it, and it can see invisible stuff.
It does some other things, I think.
It's like a guard dog.
It's really
Okay.
intelligent. It speaks. It has dark vision. Can see invisible creatures, and it can be used. I think every 7 hours or something.
Okay.
If I may, we have made this deal. I could come and assist you with this fight.
Well, what about
Yes.
your
My
sister?
My sister is very fragile.
Are you gonna leave her
I'm
behind?
afraid that if no, she will stay here where it is safe, and once our deed is done, we will come back for her.
Do you know that she's safe?
Yes, this place has very strong magic protecting it.
I don't know, man. I saw this whole like army. They crushed his skull. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
hopefully, the 7 of us can handle it.
Fuck. I do have a portal back to the school, but I was thinking we could all use it together.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't just use that portal now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Do
I
we
can
need
place-
him? Do we need him? That's the question.
He's
I mean,
given
he has
us
an
no
extra set
reason.
of hands.
No, no.
Yeah.
The one time that he fought, he critted and killed something instantly.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm in favor of bringing the guy. Frankly, he can do some stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind.
We need all the help we can get. And I'm in a bit of a hurry, so can we skedaddle?
All right. I guess. Anzu, can I throw that fortress into the bag of all of our things that all of us own together?
It is my thing.
Um.
Then I'll walk away with this big statue.
It's
Real
about
quick,
an inch tall.
Yeah,
It's
it's
it
not
well,
big.
it's not an inch tall. It's like I would say 3 inches. It's like
Oh. I'll just
it's
put
like
it in
a
my pocket then.
pencil, roughly.
It's a pencil.
That's my guild hall.
It's a
Real quick.
20-foot by 30-foot tower. It's not a guild hall.
It's a beginning to something.
Yeah, duh.
It's a big house, kinda.
It's not. It's 20 by 30
not.
feet. It's
Yeah,
a
this is
small
not-
room.
It's a beginning.
Land is
That'd
a
be like
beginning.
saying a fireplace is a house.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Got to start somewhere.
Look, for someone who's 3 feet tall, it's pretty big.
Before we
Alright.
skedaddle, can I have Anzu identify those potions? Or, like, can someone identify those potions I
Oh,
got
the
from
potions
the box?
you got a while ago?
Yeah, like last game?
Yeah, so one of them is one of them you already know. It's a potion of underwater breathing.
Oh, okay.
You gave those to me, I think. And I
Yeah,
have
I think you
Oh.
gave one of them to.
and the other one's the
No.
featherfall.
Oh,
No,
wait,
no, those are-
That's a different. Those are different potions.
It's a green vial and then, like, some jars of
Oh,
dirt
yeah, yeah.
looking stuff.
So the green vial is a potion of underwater breathing,
Okay.
and then the dirt is just dirt.
Okay, well then, I'm gonna dump out the dirt. Keep the jars.
Okay, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
No. No.
Why?
That
would
is not just dirt, Jacob.
Yeah, if he identified it, then wouldn't he know what it was? Technically.
Why would you
If it-
tell me
if it-
what the one was and then just say it's? You can't just do that.
What he was identifying was the potion. It is not a potion,
Okay,
and
I meant
the
the
dirt
stuff I got.
itself is not magical.
But he's identifying the whole object, right? Wouldn't that be how I
No,
do
I
he's
it?
just,
identi-
wanted, it all,
he
I
was
just wanted
scanning-
to know what it all was.
I don't know, guys.
I don't know if dirt in a
I-
jar is something that we would just pour out.
I got a job done.
Whatever. I said it. I got to deal with the
Okay.
consequences. of it.
Oh,
So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
fuck me.
I did pretty well.
I got a
Yeah,
20.
I got a 20.
14.
Okay. Okay. So, as you pour this out, Anzu, you notice something inside it, and you see this small seed tumble out of the jar. And then, as soon as the seed hits the ground, it starts to sprout, and it grows at a rapid pace. What'd you roll, Caleb?
Not good, Jacob. Not good. What was it?
What'd you
Dexterity.
roll?
6.
Okay, everybody
Serious.
but Animus save.
Some stupid
Um,
shit.
So everybody jumps out of the way except for Animus. So Animus, the tree actually winds up and you get snagged on one of the branches
Fuck.
and you get lifted up and the tree keeps going and going and going and going and going until finally it stops and sprouts. It breaks through the roof of the magical shop. It sprouts into a giant oak tree.
I
And
love
Animus, you look down, and below you is the mountaintop of this entire mountain.
The one that has the
Wow.
crystal.
Yes.
So we could just climb the tree.
This tree is about 2,000 feet tall.
What the fuck?
Maybe not.
Birds in the tree.
Can I get some seeds?
No, not right now.
No.
Can I get some?
I'm gonna
But this is a
apologize,
giant,
Dan.
giant tree, and like it sprawls out through the entirety of the city. It digs its roots in.
Shit.
I'm gonna apologize again. I keep ruining their lives.
So, what do we do now?
Was that another magical thing that I didn't know about?
I didn't know. I thought it was dirt. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I believe the
You
magical
gotta-
barriers are still up in here.
Okay.
I'm up in a
He
goddamn
looks
tree.
over to his. He looks over to his sister.
But
She's
you're
a
a
little
bird.
shaken, but she's okay.
God, I keep just like fucking their shit up. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Jacob, is this magical? Is that what this is? Or
It is
it
a
just-
magic. It is a magical tree.
Can I cast Dispel Magic?
Oh no! It's not like a magic effect. This tree itself, like you can't dispel like a magic tree.
Is there a flower or thing on top that I can grab off and put in my bag? Since I'm at the top of the tree?
There's leaves. There's leaves and like you see like. What do oak trees? Do oak trees have
Acorns, I thought.
acorns? Yeah. There's an acorn that is the size of Lochnar.
Shit.
It's like an 8-foot tall acorn.
Some bullshit. What am I
Hmm.
looking
There's a
at?
few acorns too. This is a giant tree.
No, what am I looking at? Like, am I just looking down at the top of the mountain? Like, how far is
So
that?
the back of your tunic or whatever, I think you wear a cloak or a tunic or something, is
I do,
hooked
yeah.
on a branch. So you're kind of like dangling off, and you're currently over the mountain. It's like 2,000 feet.
Fuck. Abby! Why'd you
I'm
dump it out?
sorry.
You done goofed.
Alright,
I really did want to.
I'm
but-
gonna start climbing.
That would take you
this is
days.
gonna-
yeah, you probably should.
That's not gonna work. I don't think.
Thought we were gonna go get these kids back.
Yeah, I thought it was dirt. I wanted the jars. Anyway, let's start walking, I guess.
So Animus can turn into animals that
I
can
can.
fly.
You are correct. I
So-
understand that, Jacob. Thank you.
And you can't come down and pick us up and take us back.
I can't pick up Lochnar.
Can you make Lochnar tiny? Andy?
Wait,
Yeah, I can make it small.
Is there something? Do I see anything that's like important? Because did she tell us where all the students were, or did she just say I
Yeah,
don't know
so
where
you
they are?
currently you see the crystal is glowing purple, and then for a split second it flashes red. And it does this a few times. Like it glows purple, red, like every so often.
Shit. Okay. I guess yeah. I'll turn into a giant eagle. I'm gonna fly down.
Okay. And as Animus lands in his giant eagle form, I believe that is where we will end tonight's session.
Yay!
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
It is.
Damn.
LOL.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watched. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, we're on every Sunday, so just come back and see us next week. And those that are still watching us through all of this, thank you. Stay safe and wash your hands. Good night.
Poor dog.